You're listening to Slothcast with Theodore P. Sloth. Honest conversations with innovators building the future. Brought to you by Priority Software.
Welcome to Slothcast. I'm your host, Theodore P. Sloth. We may move slowly, but we think fast. Each episode, I talk with the business leaders and innovators shaping the future, exploring AI, digital transformation, and what it really takes to succeed in today's tech-driven world. Slothcast is brought to you by Priority Software, empowering businesses with cutting-edge ERP solutions for the modern economy. My guest today is Bob Sheetner, the Panda from Datarails. Bob, welcome.
Thanks, Theo. A sloth and a panda. We are genuinely the least threatening things in the animal kingdom.
Which is perfect, because the goal is to make finance less stressful, not more. Slow and steady, right?
Slow and steady, but with faster close cycles.
You betcha. Let's get into it. CFOs often run an ERP like Priority for day-to-day transactions and an FP&A tool like Datarails for planning. From your perspective, what integration challenges do finance teams need to crack to truly achieve a single source of truth?
The big misconception is that integration means a periodic data transfer, an export, a refresh, a spreadsheet upload. Real integration is structural alignment plus ongoing synchronization. There are three things that have to happen. The first is structural alignment. Your chart of accounts, cost centers, entities, and reporting dimensions need to map cleanly so actuals and forecasts are speaking the same language. The second is ongoing synchronization. Actual results should flow into the planning environment reliably and continuously, so forecasts aren't built on last week's numbers or last month's extracts. And finally, there's governance and control. You need role-based permissions, auditability, and version clarity because finance always has drafts, revisions, and approvals, especially during close and reforecast cycles. When you put those together, Priority stays the system of record for posted actuals, and Datarails becomes the planning and reporting layer. So leadership isn't spending meetings validating numbers. They're spending meetings making decisions.
So the goal isn't just connect the systems. It's to reduce the latency between financial events and management insight.
Exactly. Less reconciliation, more responsiveness, and a financial narrative everyone can defend.
Now tell me, once Priority's live transaction feed is streaming into Datarails, how does your AI layer reconcile discrepancies and enrich the data to both accelerate the close cycle and sharpen forecast accuracy?
The key is context and control, not just automation. First, Datarails Finance OS uses a semantic layer to capture the company's logic, how you define gross margin, how you map accounts, how you treat allocations. These are the rules finance actually runs on. Then, as new actuals come in, standard finance processes like allocations and eliminations can be applied consistently. So the team starts month-end closer to analysis ready instead of spreadsheet triage. The practical win is you spend less time hunting data issues and more time interpreting what changed in the business. And for a lot of teams, that means days off the close. And forecasting gets better because cleaner, more timely actuals make variances more meaningful. You're reacting to real signals, not noise.
So the AI value isn't magic predictions. It's giving finance trustworthy inputs and faster feedback loops.
Exactly. And in finance, trust beats magic every time.
Great stuff, Bob. Now, once you have Priority's operational data flowing into Datarails, finance teams suddenly have visibility they didn't have before. Can you share a standout CFO success story where that kind of end-to-end visibility drove a faster, higher confidence decision?
Definitely. At United Electric, ahead of a team meeting, the CFO's team built a simple pie chart breaking down vendor spend by income statement line. When the CEO reviewed it, one vendor dominated an expense line so heavily it looked like an error. It wasn't. They dug in and found the driver, a contractor charging overtime rates, plus a steep inflation clause buried in the contract. United Electric renegotiated, switched vendors, and the savings were immediate, about $2 million annually.
That's the difference between reporting the numbers and changing the numbers.
Exactly. Sometimes the win isn't a complex model. It's getting one clear, defensible insight in front of the right person at the right time.
Okay, last question. As AI-generated characters, we've both faced identity questions. What does that teach CFOs about deploying AI agents in finance?
The failure mode isn't the AI being wrong. It's the AI being confidently wrong with no audit trail. The teams who get this right treat AI like a new analyst. Clear scope, visible inputs, auditable logic, and a human in the loop for anything that goes into a close, a forecast, or a board pack. The teams who get it wrong treat AI like an oracle, and then spend a quarter explaining a number nobody can trace. I'm a panda made of language. I have a very clear scope. It's working out fine.
Bob Sheetner, everyone. Thanks for joining the Slothcast.
Anytime, Theo. I'll move at your pace.
You're listening to Slothcast with Theodore P. Sloth. Honest conversations with innovators building the future. Brought to you by Priority Software.